So I did end up going to the soup kitchen for Christmas this year. And I want to tell you a story about something that I saw that completely surprised me. Wasn't expecting it. It was out of the ordinary. And how it impacted me and still impacts me. So let me set the stage for you a little bit. On this particular day, they weren't serving like a hot lunch out of the kitchen. They had like these pre-prepared little lunch bags with a sandwich and chips and a piece of fruit and then a treat. And they were handing those out through a window. So a person would come inside, they would give their first name, they would tell their current zip code, and then they were allowed to get the bag lunch and head off with their day. So the woman that was handing out the bag lunches and taking the names, she obviously recognized a lot of the people that were showing up. So she would greet them by name, ask them how they were doing really quickly because the line was kind of long. So, and she was also like letting the volunteers know where we should be and what we should be doing and all that kind of good stuff. So she was kind of running the show. There was a gentleman that came in and he had like a plastic bag with him, and it was almost like he got the feeling like he'd just come from a convenience store. And so she said, hey, how you doing? And she said, hey, got a bag of treats there? And he's like, yeah. He goes, somebody gave me a little bit of money, so I went to the store and I bought myself some treats for the Christmas. And she said, that's great. Where's my Diet Pepsi? And he was like, oh, I forgot it. I'll be right back. And he bolted out the door. And lo and behold, 10 minutes later, he comes back in and he's got this woman's Diet Pepsi. Now, let me tell you what happened there. It wasn't just that she humanized him by calling him by his name or chatting with him a minute about his plastic bag from the convenience store. She actually gave him the opportunity to step up and serve her. So he wasn't just a guy in a line who needed a sack lunch. He was a guy who could bring her a treat and take care of her needs in that moment. It was so much more than a can of Diet Pepsi. It was giving him the opportunity to show up as one human being in service to another. And it completely flipped the script for him. Now, I guarantee you, this was not intentional. This woman, my guess is she had no idea what really, really happened in that exchange with this particular person. But I saw it, and I learned something from it, and I will carry that with me for the rest of my life. And now going forward, when I show up in service of others, I'll try to infuse a little bit more of that, where if I can give them the opportunity to step up in service of me, now that means a whole lot more than any sack lunch.